So with Season 3 launching, I've been playing some PTR a little bit. Playing some PTR with this, testing out a lot of brand new builds and perks that have come into the game recently. And I think after a couple of games, I've finally narrowed it down to one of the best builds I've played with so far. This is definitely just one out of 3 bow playstyles that I have in my head. So keep in mind, this isn't like end all be all. And also, of course, there are potentially changes to come in the future. Like, for example, we don't know the bow artifact yet. And also, you know, there could be some balance changes and a lot of things. But I just want to kind of give you guys some clarity about what exactly is happening in Season 3, along with the perks that I'm looking at that are really interesting, that could potentially be like something really, really strong next patch. Or maybe even something you could like prepare for. First off, here's the gear, everything gear-wise. I'm just move the cam. So, there is a new perk called Nature Harnessing, which allows you to deal 2% bonus nature damage on each piece of armor, which is a total of 10% across the board, right? Now, of course, that's minus 2% because of the tumbler shoes, but that's besides the point. So, as you can see here on the armor, I'll move my cam, sorry. So the armor, it's all nature harnessing, and make sure you have those. And if you need the screenshot of the other one, feel free to go back. There it is. But there are some things that you can change based on your kind of playstyle. But the things that I think are set in place is you need 4 nature harnessing at least. At least 4 nature harnessing, okay? And you also need the weapon perks, which would be penetrating rapid shot and not explosive arrow. This is not the right one. You just want to play poison shot with weakness, but unfortunately I don't actually have the perk. So you just pretend that that's like the poison shot perk or some other perk that you want, right? But penetrating rapid shot is really good. Omni evade is really good, and empowering explosive slash poison is really, really good. And then of course 8% damage for nature. I'll get into why that's really important as well. And as you can see here, I also have freedom on all my gear. Freedom is not like essential, if I say. It's not essential. It's not a perk that you need to go for. With the perks that you need to go for instead of freedom, you have multiple options. So you have freedom, elemental aversion, this new perk called enchanted ward, and physical aversion. So between all the rest of those, I've come down to realize that like I think enchanted ward is literally just the best flat out right now. And unless they do some nerfs in the future, it's going to be very, very strong and probably essential for most ranged classes, which is kind of unfortunate because I know they're trying to steer away from resilient. But yeah, so you have those 4 options, keep in mind. But enchanted ward and nature's harnessing is what you want to prioritize, and then the weapon perks, and then enchanted ward. Right? If you can mix in some stuff like that, like shirking energy, you know, whatever extra perks you have, like as you can see, I have refreshing on my pants. Great, that's fine. But you only need that for actually 4 pieces, okay? Because for the artifact, as you can see here, is we have the tumbler shoes, and essentially what the tumbler shoes do is, after successfully dodging an attack, it gives you a 15% empower, 25% fortify, and also heals you for 200 plus 2% of your max HP. Just from the empower alone is absolutely insane. Like, these boots are just so disgustingly good, and like I said, that's why you have multiple options. Like, you could even put shirking heals on the rest of your armor, so you have like a full shirk heal set. But this is just what I'm trying to I'm just trying to tell you guys what exactly is new and what you should prioritize. So this is the artifact that you want to have for the armor right there. And as you can see, also for the weapons, let's go over. Here is a rapier that I found is pretty solid. That's not an artifact. Attunement, rogue, healing powered, very solid. And the bow is attunement, vicious, healing, jagged. Now, healing powered got nerfed, so I don't think healing powered is actually that strong anymore. And also for the fact that you will hit empowered cap due to all the empower that you have in this build. Let's talk about a second here. So, like I said, the rapier is replaceable with the artifact with the finisher artifacts. And the finisher artifact essentially is a Tondo Flourish and Finish evade build. But the reason why it's so strong, and I don't even really like Tondo myself personally, but the reason why it's so strong is because attacks against bleeding targets deal 15% more damage and reduce Flourish's cooldown by 5%, while also increasing your crit chance against the target and applying a weaken by 10% on the target. All this for just a Tondo. Like, that's literally all. And as you can see, it says 1 second cooldown works on both weapons. That is absurd. that is 15% more damage for your bow, and also of course flourish and finish cooldown, just from applying one Tondo stack. And I feel like just from that fact alone makes this artifact super unique and very, very powerful. And it also doesn't even count towards Empower, it's just flat out 15% damage increase. You also have some Deadly Flourish, which is a decent perk. It's not the greatest, but again, we're focusing more on the Rapier as a support weapon. And then you can also roll some kind of good random perk at the end once you get it as well. So the way to acquire this, you get it from one of the bosses in the new dungeon. I think you have to do it mutated, I'm not exactly sure. And then for the other boots, you just get them from the season pass, like at track 20 or something. So I'm on the way to get there right now, trying to get the season pass up. It's track 20 right now. Alright. And then so for the jewelry, we have stamina recovery, flame prot, and I am testing out with refreshing recovery. It's super strong when it procs when it's right. And I think it's really, really good. And I don't really see any other perks being as valuable as it. Maybe you could go health or something else, but I just think it's really, really strong. As for the ring, I have thrust damage, keen awareness, bloodletting. This is a solid ring, but it's not exactly what you want. Alright, I say you prioritize getting hardy and nature damage. Okay, like I said, some bugs in the PTR. You can't craft 700 gear score jewelry. It is what it is. Alright, so a nature damage hardy keen ring will be absolutely best next patch. Alright, this is also basing off the fact that there's no really strong artifacts at the moment for jewelry. So I think this ring is just very solid, and there's no reason to replace it right now. Same with the amulet, it's like really good. So another option that you have is you could also just go mortal empowerment as well. And if you go mortal empowerment, you could go mortal emp and nature damage is probably what the best, and then hardy as well, if you can get it. But that's a really hard roll to get, honestly. So you should prioritize rolling mortal empowerment and hardy, and just praying for either thrust or nature, to be honest, because mortal and like hardy is just so essential with the fact when we get into attributes because of the 10 stam removal, but we'll get there eventually. So as for the earring, you want this earring here, Endless Thirst. It's an artifact earring, of course. The health potions are increased by 33%, but the cooldown is 20% longer. So a little bit of a trade-off, but as a bow player, as a ranged player, you're not really spamming pots off cooldown like that. So I think essentially this is just really strong. Same thing with Empowering Toast. It's just, you know, it's extra empower for 4 seconds after you pop a potion. So when you're in a fight, it'll deal 10% more damage for like 1 or 2 attacks maybe. And also you get a Fortify as well, which is really strong. And a random perk. So a random perk can be Refreshing Toast or Healthy Toast. Refreshing Toast is good because, you know, it reduces the thirst cooldown by 10%, which is really nice. Or you can get Healthy Toast too, because then when you pop a Healthy Toast, not only you're getting Empower, Fortify, and Health all in one mana potion. Pretty damn good. So there's that as well, right? You have 3 different potions. And for the Heart Rune, I'm running Bile as well because we have so much nature damage. And as you can see, for the gems, we have full nature damage in the armor. And then we have the Arboreal Augmented, which is nature damage converted with nature damage tick as well. So there it is. And then for the gem setup, we have 20 thrust, 20 fire, about 20 fire, 5% the rest, and 5% slash. Now, it wasn't my preference to get the Moonstone. Like, I'd prefer to have more thrust if I could. So I'd probably run 25 thrust instead, but you know, that's fine as well. Alright, now as for the attributes, you want to play 350 dex with this build for sure because it gives you that crit chance, the new keystones, right? Well, let's dive a little bit about the new keystones. So we have a 1 at 25 now, which is 5% crit, same as 50 last one. 5% damage while at full health, so kind of like a diamond if you know like the diamond gem. And then you also have 5% damage while stamina is not full, so essentially like an opal. And then damage over time, duration to damage over time effects by 15%, really strong. Bonus headshot damage for the bow and backstab for the rapier. 10% power after successfully dodging an attack. Like I said, that pairs really well with the boots that we're gonna get, the artifact boots. That I can show here. The tumbler shoes, right? So you get a 25% empower when you dodge an ability. Really strong as well. And then for 300, it's actually changed. Like I said, there's no more minus 10 stam, which is why you need to prioritize Hardy as a Dex player this patch when you're playing in light. So it's gone. But it's replaced with something pretty damn good. So when you weapon swap, you actually cleanse all crowd control, stuns, roots, and slows status effects with a 15-second cooldown. This is broken. This is just straight up like so strong. And I feel like they will get a nerf probably to like 45, maybe even 60 seconds because, wow, it's literally just a escape free card, like as if you don't already have stone form and stuff. But anyways, really, really strong. And then the 350 dex is 15% crit chance while you're empowered. Again, pairs well with the 5% crit here, so you have a total of 20% crit. And if you add up all the crit from the bow skill tree, you have 20, 30, base is 7%, so 37, and then from the ring is 43, I believe, something like that, 43. And yeah, so you just already have so much crit in your kit, right? So much crit chance, and that's why you run a vicious as well on the bow. It's just you need that extra crit damage. Now moving down to, like, you might be wondering, like, why do we have 150 in? All right, it's not just for rapier damage. The reason why we have it is because of the little keystones, right? So we have an arboreal gem in our bow. Keep that in mind. Our bow and rapier are doing elemental damage, not only with poison shot, but with every single attack we do, including random arrows. So here, from the 25 int, you get a 5% damage increase to backstab and random crits. You know, that's more for rapier and bow overall. 5% damage to targets inflicted with the DOT, which can be a proc from Keenly Jagged or the arboreal gem as well. So that tick for nature damage. So it's just basically a 5% increase on damage. And we also have 10% damage to light and heavy elemental and 15% damage to elemental. So not only is that more damage, that's 25% total damage added to our split of 40%, which is still enough to justify the 150 in my opinion, because like going more dex is just, it falls off really hard. I don't think it's that important. But having that 25% elemental damage for even just 40% of your damage is so strong, and also that 15% for your poison shot as well. And I just think like this is probably one of the better setups for this kind of build, because like it's a mix between ranged and single target. And then as you can see here, we have 100 constitution. A little bit on the squishy side because you don't have that minus 10% crit damage taken, so you only have a total of 15% resilient. But that's okay because you're playing like more of a long range kind of class with high DPS as comparative to like a skirmisher kind of bow, which I'll talk about in another video because I feel like these two builds are completely different from each other. So yeah, so that's the stat rundown. Obviously I don't have enough yet because I'm not all the way 700. As for the skill tree, here's the skill tree. Very, very simple. You just want rain, poison, all the perks that you need into evasive tactics, and then also on the hunter side, the essential perks as well. Like these perks are just an absolute staple. There's nothing we're missing. We can even go into bullseye as well. If you really want, you could even try like going into explosive arrow, but I just don't think it's worth at all. I don't think it's worth. I think that rapid shot having that elemental damage split versus explosive arrow not just makes rapid shot way more valuable, and you have so much more single target damage as well. So not only are you like a super AoE pumper, but you also have so much single target damage when you need to have it as well, like to finish off a target. As for the rapier, this is just a standard rapier tree for evade, flesh, flourish, and finish. Of course, you can drop flourish and finish for riposte, but if you have the artifact and you're playing the rapier finisher artifact, this is the skill tree is going to look a little different. Oops. Is it that, right? Yeah. So this is what the rapier skill tree is going to look like for the Tondo, evade, and a flourish and finish build. And like I said, this is the build that you want to run with the finisher rapier. It's just so fucking strong. So unfortunately I don't have it, and you won't see it in the upcoming gameplay, but once I get it, I'll showcase it. But what you essentially want to do is when you're like shooting somebody and they're coming up close to you, you just want to try and weave in a Tondo on them when they get close, evade backwards, and then kind of like kite your way back. And if you can get in for like for some reason you can get in for some big bursts, or they stem some out, Of course, you can go in with the Flourish and Finish to proc that huge dot damage, huge Tondo damage. But really, you want to just have the Tondo on them and kite them with the bow to deal more damage with your bow. That's essentially what it's for. But you can, you know, it's really situational based as well. I think that's about it, chat. So like I said, this is just one of the builds that I've managed to playtest with, and I think will be really strong. Like I said, you have an overall, just from the nature harnessing and the rune glass and the ring, you have an overall 25% increase to nature damage, plus more from the attributes. Like what is that? 40%, 50. So you have 50% damage to your nature split, and nature split is really good because you have more damage and you can't be completely countered by full thrust slaughters, so you'll have that mixed damage as well. Really big bonus. But yeah, this is the first build I got going for the bow, and I think it's really strong. As you can see from the clips here, I'm absolutely farming people in OPR. Like, it's insane how much damage this bow build does. But yeah, that's about it for now, and just enjoy the gameplay. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below, and peace out. This feels absurd though, the damage. Let's try a different bow. Do we try Keen? I'm gonna try Keen next. Or sorry, I'm gonna try Killing Jagged next. Works better because we're getting a lot of dot damage. So I'm thinking that Killing Jagged could just be better, right? Look at that, he's dead. Oh my god, bro. Look at all the... Missed the poison shot, but... We also have bloodletting on the ring, which is nice, but you still want Hardy over it. Alright, we turn around this. Oh, look at all that. Attunement damage, Keely Jagged, and Rune Glass proc is so gross. Good try. Nah. Wow, we just melt those guys, man. Disgusting. Let's get some big pump here. Get on the tank, get on the tank. Look at all the dot damage, boys. Oh, we killed one. Nice. More dot kills. I think I've found the most gross build for bow already. This is just disgusting. Look at all the dot ticks. I'm ticking for like 2k a second. Get some. Maybe we can get an entry here soon. This tank. We gotta take down this tank, but we can't. So we're just gonna try and pick them off inside. Catch up. Like I could die there. One shot. Come on. One shot still. I'm too close. I'm too close. Back up a little bit. They're getting pushed out. What's your main server? Eldorado. Eldorado Marama is my main 2 servers, but I play on every server NA. I level the character on every server NA. Dude, there's just so much damage going on. I don't know if we can kill anything though, because they have so much fortify from the flails, and I don't think we have a VG player or any frontline, so I'm gonna try to get in here. I'm gonna try and get in. Maybe get some kills, some picks. Nice, we got one off the dot. Left the top here. Push off the healers. As long as the healers are alive, they can't die, huh? Poison shot, look at that 500 tick per second. Maybe he dies. Nice, we got him. Fire step like this. Pop stone form, I'm getting pretty low. I think I'm getting, yeah, hit by fire step there. Got one. Thickums, dead. DB behind me. God. Let's see, guys. Dude, I feel like I'm doing so much damage though. I don't know. Keep this build a secret? No, bro. What's the whole point is not opposite. We triple cap them, so. Got him, 4k. One shot. Snipe him, Rainbows. One more. Killed the dot. Yes, the dots killed him. Boys, how many kills have I gotten from dots today? Holy moly. This is insane. I think only that one artifact makes it good. I don't know if it's worth the perk slot. Same with Invigorated. Is that 700 gear score? This is 693, yeah. 690 bow and 700 the rest. So my bow is even 700 right now. Nice. Oh, sniped him with poison. Huge. Nice. Huge. Your crosshair is green? Yes. The perk slot. Same with Invigorated. Is that 700 gear score? This is 693, yeah. 690 bow and 700 the rest. So my bow is even 700 right now. Oh, predicted him with the third shot. See what I mean? You still have a high single target damage because you have rapid shot. So you still have a lot of pressure. But then if need be, you can also pad or like do a lot of AoE damage. Look at that. Oh my god, 4k heavy on a medium player. Get him off here. Got him. Yeah, crits are super valuable. I think Healing Jagged is 100% the play. I am going to try Keen though next game. We can try Keen next game. Because Healing Jagged is nice, but Keen could be maybe more value, but I don't know. I think Healing Jagged might be the winner here. Oh my god, bro. Yo, these guys are just dropping, man. These guys are just dropping. I joined the lobby late and I'm top kills now. What? Holy. Boys, how many skulls have I got in the last minute? This is just aim training at this point. Just aim training for the end. Holy. Nice. Yo, this build is actually absurd. Holy. We just dropped 34 kills, flawless game, 0 deaths. How much damage? What was our damage like? We had 1 million damage. Alright, and we're also playing a stone form as well, just for that mending stone form, because we are a little bit on the squishy side. Don't think we need more DPS, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, boys, we're mounted up, which is why Vicious is super valuable still. Oh my gosh. Look at all the dot damage. That's crazy. Make sure we keep in mind that we don't have 40 stam rules, so. Dude. Oh my, dude, the nature damage is doing so much, bro. It's like close to the thrust damage, and we have a thrust ring too. Imagine if we had nature damage on the ring. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I killed him with the dot. He's dead to the dot. Boop. Oh, big heals, big heals. Why not Mortal Amp? Because we don't have the mods. Also, it's more friendly to all players. Keen damage, nature dam. Dots are pumping. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh fuck. Okay, how did I miss that? This guy just standing himself out in front of me. Oh, he's dead. to wear an armor, it's we're gonna get a build going. But I'm gonna write a little tab at the bottom for you guys to know what the armor is after my next death, so you guys know exactly what I'm running. This could be the best setup though. I think this could be the new best setup, chat. Oh my. Killing the sacred? Nah, so let's. He's AFK. Jesus. But it feels so powerful, dude. Especially when you crit. It feels so powerful when you crit. Kills, big kills. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel the keen speed, so I think we're gonna swap it. I think we're gonna swap off keen speed next next combat initiation. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so much pump, man. Look at all the dots, dude. Alright, let's get in. Let's get in. Let's get in. Oh, we got a kill. Oops, I guess. What the? No, can I get out? Flail almost one-shot me, actually. So, that's close. Back up here. Nice, good finish. 586? Yeah. That's must hit? Dude. I don't even know. This feels absurd though, the damage. Let's try a different bow.